program may contain moments of great personal reflection, sudden and striking realization, things you should not try at home, the truth about cats and dogs, incomplete thoughts, rambling gibberish, completely ridiculous opinions, winning lottery numbers, things you could really care less about, barking dogs, and unfortunately, Mike and Stan.
Who likes to be silly? I like to be silly.
What kind of radio show is this?
This town needs an enema.
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Get up, get on up, get up.
Hola! Welcome to an all-new Open Mic Live right here on OpenMicTheShow.com every Thursday at 7, every Friday at 9:20 WON the Apple overnights, and Saturdays at 10 on Bubba Army Radio. Also, check out all of our friends, IRN Broadcast, No Name Network, Raw Talk Online. All of those are on our homepage, right next to our chat board where you can get involved, play games, and tell us what you think about us. No, really, tell us what you think about us.
No, please don't.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, truth hurts.
Stan, what do we got going on
Sucks.
today?
Well, we have a lot of things going on. We have a room full of freaking guys. I don't know how this happened, but welcome, guys. This is From This Fire, the band. They're going to be joining us to talk about FLoridiots, talk about them some more, and play Stanley Feud against the listeners. And they brought CDs that we'll be giving away to the winners.
Good.
And we'll be playing Tyree's Trivia with them as well.
Yep, more fake news or real news.
So you guys have to play against the listeners and try to win your CDs back.
Uh-oh.
That's how this works. What?
Nothing. I was just getting...
That's very distracting.
I was getting... How about that?
You know I'm like a cat with a pen light. Jesus Christ. All right, so welcome, fellas. Now we're going to go around the room, and it's kind of be roll call so that the people watching will know who's who as we go. We're going to start
change cameras. Go.
You say he's really... What? What the hell did you say? You're Joe Namath.
I did change cameras. I am Joe Namath. I just wear
We're
stockings.
going to start with Drew.
What's up? It's Drew Bell, lead vocals and guitar.
Oh, he had to put the lead vocals out there, didn't he? You know what I mean?
I did.
Well, actually, I actually have a
The
question about
leader.
that because it's featuring a couple of those songs are featuring you, right? It says featuring Drew Bell.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
weird.
Drew Bell's show. All right, next is
doesn't-
Ben.
Makes sense.
That's me. I'm the lead guitarist, and I do background vocals.
How dare you, lead
BGVs,
guitarist?
right? Yeah, thanks, assholes, because I had
yeah.
to Google that shit. I'm like, what? I've never heard of a BVG. How do you play that son of a bitch? So next is Gabe.
Bee Gees.
Yes, I'm Gabe Higgins. I'm the drummer, percussionist, if you will.
And also BGVs.
BGVs. I got
Oh, yeah. Oh,
It's
everyone
like something
plays
you put on an
BVGs, right?
Italian sub. I'll have the BGV, please.
They don't have a cure for the BVGs yet. Beach. And then
Yeah,
last,
cocktail.
but not least, is Brian.
Yeah, Brian Bell. What's up? Bass guitar and BGVs. Yeah, we're in there too.
I'm like, holy shit, they all play the BGVs. That's fucking
Yeah,
badass.
it's crazy.
That must be like an easy instrument to play. But seriously, I mean, like when I went on there to Google that, seriously, it came up, and the only thing that said background vocals was Urban Dictionary. I'm like, that can't be. So I went into
Really?
the thesaurus.
Right.
Do you realize how many things BGV stands for? It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. Let's go down the list here.
No, I didn't type it in for a reason. Because background vocals is the best of the group.
Oh, gotcha. Duly noted.
So, Michael, what? Let's real quick get this out of the way. We made some moves this week, right? The show did?
Yeah, we. I guess you could say we evolved to a direction that we were going anyway. We put on shows with comedians and bands. We try and get recognition for you guys. So that's what our show is about. It's about you. It's about getting people to know who you are, the young talent. Get you money and get you the respect that you deserve. Because we've seen some of the venues and how they handle things, and some of the people that we may or may not be working with.
We've heard some of the stories. You know what I mean? It's like we didn't realize that we were doing a charity event until the event was over. Right. Right. Like we're going to get paid, and then all of a sudden, no, we didn't make enough. Fuck you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Welcome
So,
to the
we're doing
music
shows
industry.
that you're going to guarantee to get paid. Regardless.
Right.
Not you, because
yeah.
y'all never do.
Right.
You got
You
so
in
many,
general.
You got so many people.
Where's
on
our
your
check,
band.
guys?
But no, seriously, I mean,
It's in the mail.
if,
Just got lost.
it kills me, dude. I mean, y'all bust your balls out there, right? And this area has fucking great talent. Is that not true? There's a lot of good freaking
absolutely.
bands in this area.
Absolutely. We got a lot
Jessica
of friends out
Pons
there
is
who
actually
are-
the one that told me to get a hold of you guys.
Yeah, if we can, we want to shout them out too. Jessica from Red Calling. You know, if you guys are listening, we appreciate you guys.
Red Calling crew.
Yeah,
Dude, they're
Longtime
awesome.
friends, yeah.
appreciate you guys. Name dropping us, and appreciate obviously you guys having us.
No, thanks for coming in. Thanks for filling the fucking room. Appreciate that. Thanks for all showing up, by the way. And
Not
the
sure
hardest.
that's a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to
Oh fuck! Which one's leaving first?
Yeah, Ben.
I have Amanda right out there. She will remove you.
That's our bouncer.
But and the drummer even showed up.
I know, it's crazy.
That's very impressive.
He plays other instruments, too. That's probably why he showed up.
Oh, yeah, the BBGs.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck it is.
I don't know.
The back vocals ground. But so you guys all showed
Scroll.
up, and you actually told me what you wanted to drink. Like, you gave me your little rider.
No, what is it? No brown M&Ms.
Right. You just forgot to tell me what you wanted on your pizza. Was that chicken on the pizza that I was supposed to get?
What do you like on pizza there, Ben?
I actually like, what is it? Buffalo chicken pizza is my favorite, but I'll eat.
Dude, this kid eats anchovies on his pizza.
Yep.
It is
I'm a fan of
disgusting.
those. Hate all you want. They're delicious.
He plays guitar really good, so we keep him around.
Oh, my God. I guess as long as you're not kissing him, I mean, it really doesn't matter,
No, I
right?
touch his
Well, there
guitar
was
after
this
I'm done
one
eating,
time.
but that's about it.
Wait. Anchovies. Oh, my God. That's just nasty, isn't it?
I would think so.
How do you do that? Do you eat sardines? and shit
We were on a street
yeah.
corner.
All the salty seafood
Well,
stuff.
that's
I
a
love it.
weird
I love
start to
anchovies.
a.
What's
Those
that?
are good.
They're good.
What were you saying?
That was a weird start to a story. We were on a street corner in Ybor, and wait, what? We were
Wait,
playing a
Ybor
show,
is
or there
one
for a
street
show.
corner.
I think we were playing a show at the Ritz, and I just remember there's a pizza place right across the street, and Ben goes, and I'll have pepperoni and anchovies, please. And we're all like, what? We sat down, and it was like the whole street corner was like clearing out because
Yeah,
it was
okay.
it was like salmon in like your break room microwave or something.
I'll
Like,
keep
you could
that in
smell
mind
it.
for my antisocial side.
There,
Like, I don't wanna deal with
absolutely,
you. Some
absolutely.
anchovies.
I thought he was about to say we sat down and had a little band meeting. Are we sure we want this motherfucker?
Oh yeah. Anytime I order pizza around my friends, they always know I have to get my own because they don't even want the smell in the box.
Oh.
So I always have to get my own pizza.
Yeah, I'm with him. It's
Just
not
for
like
that
mushrooms
reason.
where you can just pick it off, bro. You know
No.
what I mean?
Right.
That
Now,
shit
once it's
takes
in there,
over.
it's there. Yeah.
See, Ben, you're a diva in other ways.
I don't decline that at all.
I mean, shit. Look how long it takes you to do your hair, bro.
I have the least amount of all these guys, and I'm the youngest.
That's what
That's the
he's saying.
problem.
How does that
I have
happen?
more hair on my chin.
Bro,
What do you say?
Gabe.
Can we hear that?
He's like, I have more hair on my chin.
My beard.
That's a luscious
more than
beard,
my head,
Fidel.
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Wait.
I had you mixed up with someone
You
else.
got all excited like you said something wrong and he said chin. I'm going, what the? No, that was anticlimactic, wasn't it?
Wah,
More hair on my
wah, wah.
chin. Jesus Christ. So anyway, who is the oldest one here? I knew that. I don't know why I asked. So we got the oldest one and the youngest one next to each other, right? And then the two troublemakers over there. Is that how this works?
That's right.
Pretty much.
Yeah. They've been in it the longest, so they you know, there's whatever those two. I don't know where I was going with
What are you
that.
trying to
Where are
say,
you
bro?
going with that?
I was going to say troublemakers is the right term to describe both of you. So.
I thought the longer you were in a band, the longer your hair gets.
Well, it transferred from his head to his chin.
Well, it got lazy. It just didn't feel like growing that high.
I think the right term is
Gabe used to have long hair. Long, luscious hair. What happened to it, bro?
Well, you know, times change.
No, come
I
on.
gotta switch it up. Gotta keep it fresh.
So apparently I'm still living in 1993.
Rich
But you
Keen's
look
in the house.
You look fantastic.
Oh, why, thank you.
What's
wrong
up,
with
Rich Keen?
1993? You got Collective Soul and
Nothing at all.
Okay.
James Hetfield, Metallica Live. That's probably his
Back when they
best
were good.
vocals,
You're
man.
right.
He had candle
So,
locks.
I'm good with that.
I loved Candle
Who we've
Box.
opened for, actually.
Have you really?
2011,
Yes, we
we opened for them
Janice.
at Janice Live, and that
Yeah, I know that.
show was pretty awesome. Oh, that's why you're throwing that out
Yeah,
there.
we were actually going to talk about it later. But I mean, go ahead, whatever.
Hey, no, forget it.
Brace
I'm
that.
going to ask you a loaded question. You're not going to act like an idiot. We're too late.
Just kidding.
So you haven't listened to the show before.
I don't blame you.
Apparently not.
If I wasn't on the fucking thing, I wouldn't listen to it either.
Wow.
So how often do you guys play around here? I mean, do you guys play quite a bit or no?
This year we haven't. We used to do. Last year I think we had how many shows? At least one or two a month, something like that.
I think so. In
Yeah.
a busy year, we've got 2 shows a month at least.
Yeah. This year we've been focusing on getting
Yeah.
our studio finished.
We're actually
and,
building a studio.
Yeah, recording our next album.
December of 2016 was our last show, Ferg's Live in Tampa. And we haven't played. We've gotten like 2 or 3 offers to play, And usually we're like, yeah, let's do it, because the itch to play live is like huge with us. That's what we love to do.
That's what it's about, right?
Exactly. And it's just like if we don't cut it off somewhere, we're always going to be loading our gear up, driving somewhere, setting up, doing sound check, playing 30 minutes, 45 minutes, breaking down, that whole bit.
Collect your $75 and go.
Get it right, or whatever.
I'm just kidding.
No, I got you. And
or a free drink
by
at
the
the
time
bar.
I get
There you
home, it's like 3 a.m, and then you got to get up next day with kids or whatever. But it's like you got to. We just had to cut it off and say we're not going to play until the studio is completed. It's almost done too, so we're stoked about that.
Well, yeah, I mean, like Red Calling's doing the same thing right now. Like they're going through a transitional period with their sound guy and all that, and like putting together a new album.
Okay.
So they're like they want to take their time and focus on that.
Exactly.
They're going to get all their equipment right. They're getting new equipment. They got to figure it all out. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, you want to make it right.
Exactly.
You want to go out there and just do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to get better. And, and
you don't want to
keep
put
moving
out.
Forward.
You definitely don't want to put out a subpar product. And we haven't done that, thank God. And since then we've tried to get with producers. I put that term in quotation marks because everybody's a producer nowadays. And we've, to be honest, we've wasted a lot of time and a lot of money trying to go with different producers to do an album. And finally, I kind of listened to what Gabe has been saying for the last 10 years. Let's get our own stuff. Let's do it ourselves. We know what we want to sound like. We know what we sound like. Let's just do it right. And
you are right.
Done right. You got to do it yourself. I
And
guess.
that's the thing, like producers, promoters, like that, in around here, it seems like you're second on their list, even though you're the one that's making them money. You know what I mean? It's like I've heard a lot of stories about producers or promoters and shit.
Right.
Like I know a guy that used to play in a band. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden they got cut short. And now he's actually promoting and shit. He's like, oh, that motherfucker was actually making money.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Right,
so once you see both sides of it, it's kind of annoying.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
But so who have you played with around here?
Gabe.
Anybody?
A lot of people.
Oh, local bands. Oh, jeez.
Sunshine and Bullets.
Polish Summer.
Which
Polish
Rich Keen
Summer.
Rich Keen's in the chat right now talking to you.
Oh, what up, dog?
So Rich.
Hey, my ginger love.
That guy has a fucking harem.
What are some of the older ones? As Bridges Burn. Those are some of the earlier ones.
Oh, yeah. That was back in the day.
Yeah, Screaming at the Silence was...
Wow.
another one. Yeah.
That was back in the day, too.
That was an older one.
Falling Awake.
I don't know.
That doesn't sound familiar.
That's why I throw it out there. I was just asking.
I don't know.
We played there was a couple of bands from our like.
That actually wasn't for you guys. That was for someone that's listening.
Okay,
that was in
cool.
that band that nobody knows.
Is that the guy who left that band and
the guy
became
that
the
actually
promoter?
invited us into this whole thing that we're about to do and help us out.
Oh,
I thought I'd
okay,
go ahead
cool.
and fuck with him for a minute, right?
Sure.
Hey, thanks a lot, asshole.
Let's do it.
No,
Paybacks.
He's actually an awesome guy. But I mean, a bunch of them, right? I mean, have you ever played with Red Calling?
Oh yeah,
We have.
at least 3
Yeah,
times.
it's State Theater. We played it when Gasoline Alley actually existed. We played with them there.
Now, all these bands are cool. Like, I've had the luxury of meeting and spending time with most of them. Like, Rich and Jessica, we've become kind of friends. You know
absolutely.
what I mean?
Right.
Cool. Now, without naming bands, obviously, I mean, have you experienced bands that you're going, nah, I'd rather not frickin' play with you?
That one band that.
The band with the thing and the guy in the
I
place.
can't say names, makes it harder. But the
just
market,
describe the lead singer.
Demi's Market. No, well,
I totally remember the show now.
Yeah,
I remember it,
I
dude.
think maybe the second after Gabe had hit his last cymbal, this guy comes up behind him and is like, "Can you get your drums off the stage?" Like, immediately.
We
him to
had
move
just stopped
his
the
gear.
set,
Yeah.
and he was like, didn't even have a chance to catch his breath. He was like, "Hey man, you mind moving the drum
he
set
was
over?"
like,
And I was like, "What is happening?" right
Drums
now?
hadn't even,
Oh,
or
like he
sticks
should be
hadn't even
carrying him
gotten
off
the
and
bag
finishing
yet.
as
And
he was
just,
going. Right?
Like,
Right.
there's like unspoken protocol here. It's like, don't.
No, it's
start
spoken
loading-
too. Like,
Well,
let's get off
If it's at the
first.
band, it's
before
spoken.
you come back in.
On stage before the band is done
That
unloading.
that's what I've always heard. That's the unspoken rule with local bands is you wait until the band has
Or
all
even
their
help
stuff
them
off,
get theirs off. Like, we do that almost every
off
time.
the stage
Yeah,
and then
sure.
get your stuff on.
Yeah,
so
if
you're
you
not,
want more
quote, unquote,
setup
mixing
time.
your stuff, but the last whatever I don't know years or whatever that we've played, there's been none of that. There's just been
Right.
like, hurry up, go.
That's
It's
changed,
like,
though,
whoa,
is what I'm
whoa,
saying,
whoa.
right? I mean, the bands are kind of melding together a little better now, right?
Oh yeah, I
Depends
mean,
on the band.
yeah, but I mean, with most like Red Calling or Sunshine and Bullets, anytime they're playing or we're playing, they're usually like first to be like, hey, let me help you get your gear down, or we'll do the same thing. Like, hey, let me
Right.
Let's help you get your stuff up
fucking
there.
awesome.
There's
right?
a rapport there. You know,
Yeah.
there's a history.
I mean,
Definitely.
And the more setup time every band has, the better they're going to sound.
Oh, I thought
So
you said
we want
Bitcoin
to try and help each
lottery.
other out in that regard too.
Right. I mean, I can see if the band was up. I mean, first of all, you're a band. You just freaking made a bunch of people happy as shit out there. You want to soak that in for a second, at least. You know what I mean?
Angry.
At least for a second.
There's no time.
I don't
for
know.
that.
There's not a second. Go ahead and get your stuff off the stage. I got a set to play here.
Take a bow or nothing like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
At least take a breather. You're sweating your fucking ass off. I mean, give me one of those and then pick your fucking shit up and go off stage. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, I can see getting mad if you're just up there going, "Hey, what's up, motherfucker? We're fucking from this fire." But no, I mean, fuck y'all. You know what I mean?
Right.
How about you take your shit back to the car?
Right. Right.
No,
And we're
them.
just going to keep playing.
Exactly.
Oh, we've seen those too. That's I can't mention that name either, but
That was way back in the day. but
yeah. Well,
when
I don't
you're-
even think
when
I
you're
was with
opening
you guys
for-
at that point.
When you're opening for a national act,
Yeah.
and you've got their stage manager saying, "Hey, you know, we're on a tight schedule. Usually the locals get 30 minutes. We're usually the first to be like, hey, we'll drop a song. That's
We'll
cool.
shut down at 25.
Yeah, exactly. And like I remember that specifically. Yeah, we're going to do that. And then the band that went on right after us was another local band, and the sound guys were like, "All right, you know, cut it." And they're like, you know, forget it. We're playing another song. And they let him play that song. And I'm like, dude, you're going to ruin your reputation with, you know, local promoters, with, you know, even a national tour manager that's asking you to help him. He's not going to think, you think he's going to think twice, you know, hey, we're going to roll through St. Pete or we're going to roll through Tampa or Orlando. Hey, this band wants to play. Nah, forget those guys, you know.
And that's all entertainers of any nature have is word of mouth and your reputation.
Right.
That's what carries you through. Without a
Mostly,
reputation,
yeah.
you're kind of screwed. 'Cause
Exactly.
People talk. It's a small community.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to get back into all that. I guess we're going to play a game. Is that what's going to happen?
Shall we play a game?
Pop quiz, hot shot.
Because he broke the rules. One rule.
You did it! You did it! I knew you would! I just knew you would!
Let's just do it. Let's meet this thing head on. And you were in it to win it.
I'll get one.
All right, the name of the game is real news or fake news, and basically I'm going to give you a headline, and I want you to tell me if the story is real or if it's fake. If it's from a satire site, it is going to be fake. If I made it up, it's going to be fake. If I pulled it from somebody else that wrote it, I don't care.
I don't know what it means.
I don't either, because it's been doing that all day, so restart that. All right, so you can't follow us on Facebook Live, but you can follow us in the chat board on openmictheshow.com. You guys are part of our point system, so when do you guys take one of those balls, throw it right up here, put a little spin on it? So the first question is worth 13 points. For 13 points, is this real news or fake news? Man goes missing after jumping into a river to avoid paying his bar tab. Real news or fake news?
Can we ask questions about?
No.
Details?
You can. I'm not going to answer anything.
He doesn't even know the details, bro. He has the headline.
I didn't look.
You can ask all the questions you want.
Is this,
I just want to know if this is a
is
Florida
it a
band or
group
not.
effort
Do
or is
we
it
all
individual
answer?
answers?
Yeah, everyone answers.
You can individually answer. I always wait just 1 second. Now the answers are coming out on the board, so
Got
you
you.
can answer.
Okay.
You got to play strategy, so I don't want everybody to throw.
I mean,
in
it's
feel like it used
Read
The-
that
the
again.
problem
Can
is
you
it-
read that again.
Was it in
Come
Florida?
on, Gabe. Really? A guy jumped into a river to avoid paying a bar tab?
No, the guy goes missing because he jumped into a river.
Oh.
Is it in Florida? Because I'm going to say yes.
It's either
in Florida.
Florida or Germany.
It's in Florida. That definitely happened.
No, in Germany, there's a respect. You don't skip a bar tab. In Florida, everybody skips
You don't
a bar tab.
remember? You don't remember Love Line back in the day? They played a game called Germany or Florida.
No.
They did the same thing. Is this Germany or Florida? No.
That's
It's
awesome.
usually Florida,
We can probably
unfortunately.
do that with Ohio and Florida. Now.
It's like
Yes.
your names kind of help me out here. So what'd you say? Real or fake?
Real.
I said help me out with your names.
Oh, Brian.
No, I'm just kidding.
He's actually really Brian. So.
Okay.
Did he go missing?
Gabe?
Not yet.
No, it's Ben.
Ben?
Oh, yeah, I'm
See,
Ben.
that's why I said.
I'm going to say real.
Drew.
Really real?
I'll say real.
I'm going real. That's for real.
So for 13 points.
No, for real, yeah.
What up, yo?
For real, yo. 13 points. Man goes missing after jumping into a river to avoid paying the bar tab. Ha! I hate this. I don't have my sound effects. Anyway, that is
Absolutely real.
a real news story.
Nice.
Yeah, what
Must
the heck
be
was
the
that?
money. Wait.
All right, next
It's not our
question
genre.
is worth how many points, guys?
Oh, here we go.
Ben, throw that blue ball?
14.
For 14 points. Man gets AIDS by fidget spinner. Is this real news or fake news?
I got it from my toilet seat.
No, that's gotta be.
That's fake.
I think we're all gonna say fake.
I'll
here.
say fake.
Fake, yeah.
For 14
I'm
points,
scared.
real news or fake
I'm scared
news?
to know the truth here.
Man gets AIDS by fidget spinner.
I know. We're
Guy
hoping
from
against
Florida.
all.
Again, we need to know this.
Yes.
The thing is, as much as we want to think it's fake, it absolutely could fucking be real.
I know.
yeah.
It's crazy.
Everyone's saying fake. This shit just called you out, Mike.
Unless the dude's name was fidget spinner.
He's a fidge packer.
He's feeling a little guilty.
What, you got a fidget spinner in the car?
Mike
No,
Shannon's
he's feeling
about-
guilty.
You'd have to be using that.
Who'd he give AIDS to? Come on, bro.
The wrong way.
It's not cool.
You think that's the
Ain't
first
it
thing to have been
cool?
used in the completely wrong way?
All right, that looks like everybody's in here. So we're going to go with this. For 14 points, man gets AIDS by fidget spinner. That is...
The news is fake.
Fake news.
2-2.
Hold on. China. No.
Fake news.
All right, next question.
CNN.
How many points?
Oh,
20. That was a 20.
I'm gonna say a 20.
That was 20.
Oh,
go with
only
the
the
first
blue
one.
balls stick.
Yeah, see a doctor.
Is this a real news story or a fake news story?
Be for real. The red ones didn't.
20 works.
Stats show teen pregnancy declines at age 20. Is this a real news story or a fake news story?
Well, you're not a teen.
I'll bet you it's real,
I
but
bet you
the
drops
writer's an
em-
idiot.
Yeah.
Could you repeat it?
We got a reel on the board. we got a
Stats
reel.
show teen pregnancy declines at age 20. Is this a real news story or a fake news
Hashtag
story?
obviously.
Right.
But I'm sure.
Everyone's saying real. Real, they're not teens.
Wait, so are we saying
Well,
that that's a fake news?
I know because the journalist who wrote the headline.
Is it from the Onion?
Yeah, I don't care if the stat. I'm not going to answer that. I don't care if the headline question is real or fake.
Right.
Is this a story?
Is it a
Was
real
this
headline?
a real
And
story?
not from the Onion.
Yeah, was
From a
this a
legitimate
real article
paper.
that
Hard
some
times.
hipster
Right.
decided to write?
All right, times.
I'll say real.
High times.
That's,
I'm pretty
Sometimes
sure
it
that
works,
the
though.
journalist got fired.
Not at Huffington Post. They can write whatever they want. Huffington Post is BuzzFeed.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Oh, what was Huffington?
20 ways being pregnant at the age of 20 is no longer a teenager.
Right. Huffington Post is like, everyone is racist, and then they like shoot a picture of like their board.
All right,
it's all
real.
white women.
Brian said real. You said real.
I said real.
All right, real.
They're missing one thing. The whole board is missing one thing. Now that everyone's answered, I'm going to go ahead and point that out. Is it could have very well started earlier. Like, it could decline at 16 or 17, right?
Stats show
just
teen
because you're
pregnancy declines at age 20.
Right.
Well, I
But
think it would just be
could have
pregnancy.
declined sooner. Like teen pregnancy.
Well,
could
it
have
says
declined
at 20,
17.
not by 20. So it's saying it starts at 20.
Exactly.
no
I'm
longer
saying, I'm
a
saying
I
So
think
it's-
that's what I'm thinking. If you're
Yeah.
20, it's a pregnancy, not a teen pregnancy. I don't know.
exactly.
Yeah.
But if
The news is fake.
My head hurts.
not gonna
Why are we
discuss-
doing this?
fake.
doesn't make
We
sense.
lost.
We're just not going to discuss that anymore.
Is it
Like,
fake?
it
It
It's
is.
a fake news story.
It could peak.
Ah.
It could peak at 15, and then start to decline at 16.
Yeah, but the pregnancy declines at the
Well, I
age
know,
of 20.
but I thought it was a headline that somebody had. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
we were due.
All right.
We're thinking too much.
Next question is worth
As
how many
usual.
points? I threw one up
Gabe.
there.
Gabe.
Gabe.
Come on, Gabe.
He's got one.
15.
15 points. For 15 points, is
Mexican
this real
steel.
news or fake news? Paris Hilton fans fret over Paris agreement news. Is this real news or fake news? Paris Hilton fans fret
I
over
love it,
Paris
dude.
agreement.
I love it.
I posted
Either way,
a meme.
that's funny.
I posted a meme earlier about I don't understand why everybody's all pissed off about Donald Trump. Guys have been pulling out of Paris for years.
Oh man.
All right, so that was.
I see what you did there.
Was that 15? Right?
Yep.
So 15 points. Real news or fake news? Paris Hilton fans fret over Paris agreement news.
I don't know if she has fans though.
Sure, she
She don't
does.
have fans.
Last one was
She
fake.
was a superstar for 10 years.
I'm gonna say real.
I'll say real.
I'm always saying it.
Textual, yeah.
I'll say real.
Real.
Real across the board. Everyone's saying real.
And any fan of Paris Hilton probably think that's what it's about anyway. So
Did she fall victim to teen pregnancy? Oh, bringing it back, old school.
That's not hot. I went old school too. What's funny is, and I'm sure you guys know Kesha, right? You know how her name is like broken up, and we've got Nitas on here, and his name is spaced out. So if you look at it real quick, it looks like a Kesha. It's all creative.
Gotcha. Or you do the 3 for an E.
It's all about
the money
branding
sign.
yourself.
Did you see Kesha get pushed away by Jerry Seinfeld? She tried to give him a hug.
Oh, is that who?
That was
I
pretty
knew that
solid.
happened. I didn't know it was her.
It was funny.
She even asked for a little one.
That's funny.
And he said no.
and he
Clearly,
laughed
she
it off.
hasn't seen the show. I mean, he's a germaphobe.
Yeah.
He laughed it off. He really didn't know who she was. She's like, I'm Kesha. And he's like, okay, good.
Cash me out.
Yeah, even afterwards,
Cash me outside, how about that?
the guy doing the interview was like, that was Kesha. He's like, okay.
Okay. And then he laughed it
I was
off.
like, I don't know who
which
that
was
is. Yeah.
Do I look like I'm wearing a pirate shirt right now?
like, all right. This is 15 points. Paris Hilton fans fret over Paris agreement news. That is
The news is fake.
fake news.
Oh, so much
We
fake
bombed.
news
Wow.
going on.
We bombed.
We're like 50%,
Man,
man.
we had the
Yo,
first
you
half.
guys are doing great. I don't have to keep fucking score this way.
All right. Next question is worth how many points? You guys see?
Brian.
Yeah, it helps if he's
There's
looking.
jokes to be made there somewhere. I'm just not going to
No,
say.
we're good. We're good. We're
That's
good.
my balls. 9 points. For 9 points, is this real news or fake news? Driver swallows false teeth and crashes into car. Crashes into 2 parked cars.
Driver swallows
false teeth and then crashes into 2 parked cars.
How fucking small are your teeth that you can swallow a whole set of them?
Can he swallow dentures like that, or is it just a bridge?
We're about to find out.
Hashtag retainer.
I imagine you choke and then probably crash. So, seems legit.
I'll say real.
I'll say real.
You missed me. I'm going to say fake.
Ooh, dissension in the ranks.
There it goes.
Stan's not going to be happy with you. Now he's got
I'm
to
not
start.
happy with any of these sons of bitches.
He's going to start having to split the points.
Make sure you tune in tomorrow night to IRN for Spicoli TV. Smitty in the chat board. Hey, Smitty. 9 p.m. IRN Broadcast and Spicoli TV or SpicoliTV.com.
I'll be there. I'll be on the show with Nathan from G2P.
Oh, I didn't mean to promote that then.
Such a prick.
Wow.
Yeah,
Loyalty runs deep.
He loves me. He loves me.
Till
now.
9 p.m. and then I don't care.
Get your fucking jokes in the car.
All right. Driver swallows false teeth and crashes into 2 parked cars. That, my friends,
Absolutely real.
is real story.
Nice.
All right.
Suck it,
Last
Brian.
question
And then there were 3.
is double the score. So one of you take this last one. We're going to do a score update.
Ben,
All right.
fast fingers
We have
on that blue ball.
LM, LM, Matt, and Scott with 36. Brian, Ben, Drew, and Gabe with 27. KC with 27. Amy with 23. And Whitey with 22.
Wait, so who's beating us?
LM Dale, Matt, and Scott. Nobody. This shit ain't over, bro.
So
We're still in the
40
game.
points. 40 points.
Well done, Ben.
Antisocial woman pretends to be blind for 28 years so she wouldn't have to greet people.
Real.
Real.
Dude, that's follow through.
She's my hero.
Holy shit.
40 points.
You guys got some insight.
Real.
Real.
You guys got some insight.
Real.
Ben sounds pretty confident with that, so
It's
I'm going to go
real.
with his answer.
I mean, who wouldn't do that?
We're doing that right now.
That's commitment.
40 points, Smitty.
You're killing me, dude. Killing me.
That's where your ball bounced off, right?
His did too.
It's like the ref who got a cane for a birthday present.
You guys all said real?
Brian?
Brian.
Sure, real.
That's what we like to see from these
Hi,
bass
William.
players.
Hi, Ann. If you guys are still there. Hi, Mike Shannon. Facebook Live, Open Mic Live. I forgot. I keep telling people you can't watch us if you're not friends with us, but you can because it's totally open to the public.
All right. I'm just going to put it out there. Nothing else matters because we have a three-way tie and no one else can catch him.
Okay, and I don't have an extra point, so I've got this.
Absolutely real.
That is a real story.
Yeah. Knew it. Me too.
So this is a three-way tie.
Yep, we have LM Deo, Matt, and Scott all tied at 76.
All right, I don't
Here's
usually...
Here's what we'll do. Grab a ball.
Whoa.
You never had a three-way tie
Or
before?
just destroy the
Mexican standoff. This
Yeah.
is Gabe's specialty.
All right,
Wow.
hold it. All right. Pick a number between 1 and 20. Whoever's closest to the one that they hit wins.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Hold on.
Apparently, I'm not very good at
between 1 and
sports.
20.
You have to type it in.
LM, Matt, and Scott.
Come on, bud. Give me that.
Let's go. LM, Matt, and Scott. Yeah, there's got to be numbers up there for you to hit them.
Yeah.
All right. We throwing? No, they're picking numbers, and we're going to
between
throw
1 and
for
20.
a tiebreaker.
LM, Matt, and Scott.
First one to hit that number wins.
They're still on dial-up. Give them a second. Bro.
Whoever's...
Oh, they got two fun lines.
Oh, yeah. That shit does suck, man.
What?
I
What?
can't.
Say it.
I can't.
Say it.
We jamming tomorrow?
Yes.
We are.
Pick a number.
Was it Lisa?
Or we're going to leave it at a three-way tie.
Was it Lisa?
Lisa, Matt, and Scott. LM, 13. Matt and Scott. Matt, 5. 13, 5, and 14.
All right, here we go.
18, so that's 14. Scott wins with 14.
All right.
Congrats.
Oh,
yeah.
Price is right.
Try being prepared next time.
I actually like that. That was a good idea. If I didn't throw that shit off the...
What the fuck I'm here for? All right, so we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, it's all about From This Fire.
Nice.
Dick's all-new Extra Fat Real Mayonnaise is guaranteed to satisfy. Once you get a load of Extra Fat Dick's, your mouth will never be the same.
Now when I eat a hard salami sandwich, I always get a mouthful of Extra Fat Dick's.
We know you want your dicks to be fatter because your waist size just doesn't matter.
My mother prefers dicks, and after just one swallow, yours will too.
So let your friends and family know you care by telling them to eat dicks.
Dick's Real Mayonnaise is a proud sponsor of the Open Mic Live show. Yeah, it was hard to come up with a Dick's fucking thing that hasn't been done already.
Welcome back to Open Mic Live. Right here on Open Mic, theshow.com. In studio with us from this fire, 4 band members that are going to tell all of us about them, where to find them, who they are, and what they're doing here.
They're going to tell them.
What are we doing here?
That's a good question. That's what you're here for.
Yeah.
You're entertaining us. You keep me from having to talk so goddamn much. All right, so we're going to start with Gabe.
Yes.
The
Thank
drummer.
God.
Well, because I always start with the drummer because they're always last. That's fucking bullshit. Without them, there's no goddamn band.
We all play drums.
Oh, at one point. I know. You're not a teenager anymore, but...
You know you're making fun of him, right? And his Mucinex.
Right.
Go for it, Gabe.
And then we have Brian Bell on bass.
What's up?
My favorite part of the band. I love the bass. Right?
But
you don't fucking
bass?
know me. All
Bass
right,
is just an easier way to play guitar.
That's right.
I don't feel like changing that half step, so I'm going to just stick with 4
Which is what
strings.
Ben Bowman's trying to tell him. Ben?
No.
It's not an easier way to play.
I started on bass.
I
And
know.
the guitar,
and then you were like, "Fuck this easy ass shit. I need to be challenged."
Well, actually, my
I need
dad,
more chords.
My dad was one that told me, he's
Singers
like, your
paint by
fingers
numbers.
move too much. You need to get on a guitar. So,
yeah. So your ADD is what made you play guitar?
Yeah, exactly.
Or you
That's
could have really
weird.
stood out on the bass. You could have really been like a flea or.
Well, I actually started learning. One of the very first songs I learned was "Money" by Pink Floyd, and then I moved on to like straight just Rush songs, like their
Okay.
entire catalog. And then after that, my dad was like, "Yeah, get on a guitar. This is ridiculous."
Not a 6-string bass?
No,
Just not enough?
No, not soulful enough for that.
All right, and then just because I have to, the freaking vocalist, I guess, we got Drew Bell.
What up?
I'm just kidding. I love you.
I'm so sad now.
Yeah, bullshit. You're not sad. You don't have to sit behind the drums the whole fucking time.
True.
I
Gabe
mean,
has to sit behind the drums and look at my butt the entire time.
oh, what a lucky fucker.
Yeah, dude.
I've been thinking about rearranging the room so that I could just do that when I have guests in here.
You've noticed. That's awesome.
So he's back there going, "You've done your Kegels. That's fucking awesome."
Hey, man.
So, Drew, you actually are the one that started the band? Is that true, kind of? I mean, in a way?
I don't know. I guess. I mean, truth be told, Gabe and I and
There's some history.
Brian were in a band prior to this one, and I wanted to call that band From This Fire, but I was outvoted. And I wouldn't say that.
You wanted to call it what?
From This Fire, our band.
Okay, I got you.
But I was outvoted for that particular name at that time. I wouldn't say. I don't think there were creative differences in that band.
Personality differences.
Yeah. So Brian and I actually left that project and started From This Fire in 2007. Wow. 10 years. We're old, dude. But we made a demo. Our thought process was, hey, man, let's just make songs that we want to hear, that we want to play, and then we'll find the guys who dig this stuff. And we had a guy who actually booked us a show before we had a band. And I was like calling Gabe and like going over to his then apartment. And I was like, dude, bro.
We weren't on speaking terms.
We were very diva-ish because when we left the original band, Gabe was very angry with me.
It was kind of sour.
Oh, he took his ring back?
He did. He did. And yeah, there was no damage deposit whatsoever.
No.
And so.
But guess who came calling back?
You did. You did.
So
you idiot. You're playing in my band now. Just kidding.
You
Love
begged.
You. I did. And I was like, bro, come on. Come play with us, dude. And he did.
Like, all right.
It was so difficult to twist his arm, but that was, 2008? And so we played shows since then, made a record, and put that out in 2010. And
now, 2001 and 2005, those years right there, you guys kind of were making unsuccessful bands? Is that correct, kind of?
Pretty much, I
mean,
think.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Which happens. I mean, it's going to happen.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
It's hard to find the right group right
Oh,
away. That's
yeah,
just not,
man.
I mean, unless
Dude.
you're the fucking monkeys.
Right. And you have some producer put it
Right.
together. Dude, I would say this is the best band I've ever been in, and it took that long to get the personalities to gel together. And if we had started 10 years earlier, Ben still would have been in diapers. So that wouldn't have worked. So
At
it's all
8?
in the right
Come on.
time.
Don't say.
Like Bam
Your
Bam.
dad said you had kind of a problem with. Never mind.
Hey, Bam Bam played music, bro.
I know,
Nice.
but
That's your-
Ben didn't. He just played the dirty diaper that smelled like burnt Indian food. It's a Ron Burgundy joke. Come on, guys.
Catch up, asshole.
Gosh.
That's hilarious. Well, that's when, actually, it was right after that, right? When you made that demo that you said, all right, it's From This Fire because I'm making a goddamn demo.
Yeah,
Is that when you
absolutely. It
named
was
it?
just me and Brian going in the studio. We made a 3-song demo, and it was just songs that I had prior to the project we had with Gabe, and I don't know. The rest is kind of history.
Well, that's what we're
I don't
talking
know.
about.
It's a little bit turbulent, I guess. After that, we came out with the album that Brian had to leave.
He became
left
a
for a
parent,
good cause.
right?
Yeah, he was already a parent, but he and his
He
wife
became a
decided
foster
to
parent.
be noble and be foster parents, which is a great thing.
That's
I don't,
fucking awesome.
I don't know
That's-
if I could
dude,
do
that's
it.
as commendable as it gets.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, yeah.
And so we got a guy by the name of Zeus We like to call him Zeus, Mr. Derek Fair, who is a monster on the bass guitar. He's just a monster. And he couldn't do it any longer after, like 3 years or something. And then we had another guy named Drew. That was too confusing. And so we were like, dude.
There's only room for one Drew.
That's right. That's right. But when it was, 2009, and we had Derek on bass, and then obviously myself and Gabe. And oddly enough, I contacted Ben through
MySpace.
Wow.
Which I hadn't actually used in like months, and I randomly
I could tell by
blue.
way you checked it and found his message.
Yeah, and I was. What's funny? Well, the reason he even contacted me was I was playing in a different band, and we ended up playing at the same
we
show.
played a show together,
Yeah.
and I was like, that kid needs to be in our band. And I think Ben was like, why can't I be in a band like that?
Yeah, I saw them play, and I was like, that's the kind of band I want to play for. And then like he came up to me after our set, and he's like, can I help you with your amp? And I was like, sure, dude.
It was a metaphor for other things, but he didn't catch on.
Wait, what? But then, yeah, like a couple days later, he didn't even ask if I wanted to join the band. He asked if I would do some lead guitar work for them, and I was like, well, crap. I guess that's as close as I get.
Well, hold on. Is that why you're still here?
Dude, he's writing my next Craigslist ad. I tell you that right now.
No, but if someone's already committed to their main band, you don't want to just be like, dude, ditch them. Come and play with us.
But
so that's
had you said that, I would be like, yes, I will totally do that.
Right. So I was like,
but you saw a glimmer in his eye and was
for
like,
us. Yeah, and he already had a ring and everything. So
yeah.
Wait, what? Things are getting really weird.
Not really. I mean, that's cool, bro. I mean, it's the 2000s. We're straight. Well, I'm straight.
Well, I thought I was. Wait,
kind of.
So anyway.
Okay, so yeah, and then he asked me to do lead guitar work. So I went to a couple practices with them, and then they were like, "Yeah, we have the show coming up. If you're okay with playing it." It was like 2 weeks, and they're like, "Here's 11 songs."
He had 2 weeks to learn like 45 minutes worth of material, and I kept calling him, "Dude, I'll get with you one-on-one. I'll get with you, man. We can jam these songs." No, I got it. I'm good. No, I'm cool. And I was freaking out a little bit. I'm like, "All right," and he came in and he totally blew us away. Blew us away. It was awesome.
And then I think a couple practices after that show, you're like, "Yeah, so we'll get you set up at BennettFromThisFire.com, and we'll be all set." And I was like,
I don't think we've ever formally asked Ben to be in the band.
It's been 7
so.
years. I've never been officially. All he did was give me an email address, and it's just been,
like, man, one of these. I was going to kill this lead
If we ever
guitar
get a
solo,
contract,
it's
going to be those
be
three,
in the
and
band,
then the tour musician Ben Bowman on the side.
They opened the side door to the van and had a guitar in there. He just started walking into the bitch.
Ben, after 10 years, you're in, buddy.
Well, he's got 3 more years to go, bro. Wow. That's 10 years for us, dude.
What the hell are you doing?
Hold on. I don't know if I'm good with this, man.
We got a band meeting.
Yeah. We had been working on this song, and it was like a newer song. It wasn't a song on any of the records we had. And we jammed it, and he laid down the solo, and I was just grinning ear to ear. It was awesome.
That's fun, right?
So it was absolutely a blast.
Like you said, grinning ear to ear. I mean, that's just got to be a great feeling. When you're like, oh my god, finally.
Yeah, and I think the first song we wrote together was "Days Go By."
Days Go By.
I was in there, and he was like, "I got it all down except for just the bridge. I need something for bridge." And I was like, "Well, I have this riff I've had for like 2 years."
Yeah.
And he's like, "That's it." So we ended up using that.
I'll have like a whole song ready to go, and we'll jam the song. And he'll be like, "Oh, we need something right here. How about this?" I'll be like, "That's a whole new song. Give it here." I'll steal Ben's riffs all the time because they're genius. And yeah, I don't know if it's something about guitar players. I guess guitar players are jerks. I guess I'm a big jerk, but
yeah,
it's taken me a long time to find a guitar player who gels with me. Like,
meets the level
you steal shit.
He meets the level of jerkness, I guess. But no, he came in, and he's a 19-year-old. I'm thinking, this 19-year-old punk kid, whatever is going to come in. He came in. I was like, oh, hold on a second. That riff goes like this. You have it almost right. 90% of it is right. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. And at that age, you're expecting, well, whatever, man.
This sounds better. I'm going to play it this way.
I want to play it like this.
Arrogance. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. And you already have that. He had no ego coming in the door at
but
all.
Now
I've rubbed off on you a little bit.
So, this
it's all your fault,
changed,
by the
we
way.
need to change it to this.
And you create that monster by listening. You know what I mean?
Oh, no doubt.
If you don't just listen to him all the time, then he wouldn't be so. Well, he's not big-headed, but you know what I mean.
Right.
So where did we find the guy that doesn't talk?
Brian doesn't talk?
Well, they're actually they're brothers.
No shit.
Yeah.
It's 2017. They could have been married.
I'm like, wow, what a coincidence. They got the same last name. How the fuck they find each other?
It's the weirdest thing. They grew up in the same house.
In the beer's in the fridge.
All right, I'll be back. Right. Brian?
So what?
If Drew's 40, how old are you?
44.
No, you're 40.
I'm not 40.
You fuckers put what month and
All right,
date
we're
you
out.
were born, but
Everybody
not
leave.
the year,
Get up,
so I
we're
had
leaving.
to just guess.
Right.
And then I went back in and started reading. I'm like,
That's
all right, well,
strategic, Sam.
he was
It's called
listening
strategery.
He was listening to Jump when he was about
It's
12
huge.
or 13, so he's got to be around 30.
That's awesome.
Are you close to 30?
Fake news. Dude, I love you, man. I am. Can I say this? Can I say this on air?
No.
Well, I was already talking about Seinfeld and his pirate puffy shirt.
Yeah, so it can't get worse than that.
That dated me already. I am 37.
Wow.
Yeah.
37.
Shut up, Gabe. Not far
What are
behind.
you, 36 and a half?
Right. Hashtag Candlebox reference.
You.
I see what you did there.
So how old are you, Gabe?
I'm 35.
12.
Don't ask Ben. He is 12 and a half.
Oh, perfect.
27.
Do it.
44.
Do it.
Right.
Pull the trigger.
It's so funny because, I expect women to not want to tell me their age, but guys don't want to tell me just as much for some guys. Not y'all necessarily, but it happens. Oh, you're a fucking dude. Who cares? Until your balls hit your freaking ankles, no one really gives a shit.
Well, at our very first show, we had our buddy Tommy, who was our producer for our first record, playing guitar with us because we were just a trio. And he said that as we started, these girls came up and they were like rocking out, and then they're like, "Oh, they're old," and they like walked off. They're like, "Ah." It's cool. James Hetfield's in his 50s. He's still the man.
I want to just say for the record, these cards you gave me are expired.
Oh, awesome. Sorry.
So no new music from this fire.
Great.
And the phone number you gave me goes doot doot doot.
Right.
Brutal.
Give me fake numbers, bad cards. What the fuck's going on here?
Fake
China.
news.
This has got to be the worst deal ever in the history of deals.
So, like you said, you used to play drums, right?
Yes.
And you started with air drums?
I never miss a beat on air drums.
But his driving is scary.
But you played in church, right?
Yeah, still do.
They invited you to play drums?
Yeah, weird.
And you didn't really play drums. It says you only played a couple times, right? At that point?
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, when I first started.
Right.
Yeah.
But you just learned it.
Yeah, Brian was the same way.
Yeah, that's how
He
I
just
learned as well, too.
And then he taught me. Well, I don't even know if he taught me any drums. Brian taught me like guitar chords. And
It says you learned by rewinding CDs over and over and over and over.
Yeah, I did.
Rewinding
I was
CDs. Rewinding.
backing them up.
Rewinding CDs. Oh,
I would.
Right, so I'm 43.
Somebody
That
give me
kind
my
of
CD rewinder.
You're right. I would air drum those. So I'd be like air drumming.
But
my
you
favorite
self-taught?
songs.
You taught yourself?
Pretty much.
How old were you when that happened? I mean,
I'm still learning.
And if there's anything to say about that, it's find a teacher. That's a good rule.
Oh, there's not a CD player?
No.
What's wrong with my CD player, Ben?
I'd say CD player.
I have one in my car.
I got YouTube. I don't need a
If you're going to learn
player.
There you
anything
go.
from you on learning on your own, my suggestion is find a teacher.
Find a teacher.
Right. Oh, absolutely. I got a guitar teacher,
Which,
but
by
it
the
was
way, Gabe.
after I was playing guitar just to better myself. But
Well, you
yeah,
should.
basically,
That's how you grow.
Sure, absolutely. And yeah, I'm basically self-taught on the drums and self-taught on the guitar.
I mean, which one of you actually went to...
Little fun fact, he played drums on half of the first album.
Oh, really?
Why are you going to say that, bro?
It's a
Brian
fact.
played drums on one track too.
Yeah.
Is that the album on these cards?
No,
No, that's the one that some of the music
that's
you
the
guys
full length
have.
we've got.
Yeah.
We've got on the table out there.
So how did that happen? I mean, how did you end up playing drums on that album? Where was
We did it bit by bit, and before Gabe was kind of back in the band, that was just an extension of the demo that Brian and I were working on. So by the time Gabe was officially back in the band, quote unquote, in the saddle again.
Saddle again.
Before he was officially back, we had done like 5 songs already. So he came back. I was like, "Do drums, man! Superior drums here."
And you actually play drums. And from what
Yes.
who wrote these bios? Did you guys pay someone to do this?
We basically gave Drew like bullet points, and then he filled it
they
in.
write them and they give them to me,
And
I
I'm the only
kind
one
of
that reads
spice
them.
them up. And yeah, so far you're the only one who's read them. I love it. Thank
Because
you. It's been a long time since I looked at my own bio.
There's only so many places you can get facts about the people coming in, when it's
Sure.
local people like this. So bios, I rely on them. And unfortunately, you guys don't remember half the fucking shit that took place in the bio.
It's hilarious. It's everybody.
It's been years since we've
no,
updated
seriously,
them.
bro. It's
Everybody.
like, it's like,
Like,
we're
I
reminiscing
wrote
all of a
that. I
sudden,
don't
you know?
remember
Right.
that. I forgot.
It's freaking awesome. So anyway, I thought he wrote it because his whole thing is he's the man. His energy is what gets us going. When he's freaking pumped up, we're pumped up. Is that true?
Gabe?
The drummer.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah,
It's true, right?
We played a show where we had to play a Queen song, and we played Stone Cold Crazy. Of course, we did, Metallica. And, one of the things they said was, well, you didn't really do the Queen version. But then they said, well, the drummer was really, really killing it back there with that double bass and everything. And I was like, well, if we hadn't done the Metallica version, he wouldn't have been able to
Right.
do that.
Right.
Da-da-da, you know what I mean? So
I mean, why would you want to hear that anyway? I mean, that's what's killing me. Is
Right.
That's cover bands are making money.
yeah.
While people making great ass fucking original music are getting, ugh.
Right.
That shit's got to
Getting the
stop.
shaft.
Yep.
It's got to stop. It's going to take a minute, but it's going to happen. We're going to put a stop.
That's
to this shit,
awesome.
seriously.
I like that optimism.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gabe,
He's like, keep going, little buddy.
Gabe is
He just tapped her head.
Gabe's real quiet. He's like a real quiet guy until you get to know him. Then he's like nonstop.
He's a fucking drummer. They're weird.
When he, yeah,
Very quirky.
he is.
You've seen Destiny.
He starts rocking out, dude, and it's awesome.
Yeah, that's
just headbanging, going nuts. So gets me going.
But like,
You get me going, Gabe.
Since you wrote it, I'll ask you. It says it's larger than life stage presence, may be overbearing for some bands. Like, are there bands that would rather the drummer just sit back there and do?
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
be a fucking drummer.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure. Like, look at Dream Theater and Mike Portnoy was in the band. A lot of people are like, well, he's definitely the front man.
Right.
He's the showman. But now he left and Mike Mangini's in. They're like, oh, well, the energy's all gone and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, dude, Mangini's the drummer.
Right.
You're used to Portnoy, doing all his crazy antics and all that stuff.
Yeah, we don't like change. People don't like change.
Right. But I don't know.
We fear change.
It's like Robert Sweet, dude. He's always rocking out. So that's kind
But
of
that's the thing is,
our
like,
template.
we've seen bands called there's a band called Cruel Curses out there, and a
Right.
band called Polar Summer. Their drummers are part of what, like, I couldn't take my eyes off the stage, and then, then everything else kind of falls into place. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they're freaking, they're just going goddamn nuts. I mean, that's just fun to watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Polar Summer. Steven Schultz.
Yeah.
If you're out there, buddy, what up?
He's out there somewhere. That motherfucker's out there, bro. I talked to him for a while. Jesus Christ.
Word.
Woo!
Chandler, where's my Chipotle, boy?
Actually, we just saw Chandler last weekend.
I thought you made burritos in your backyard, Gabe.
He was Chandler showed up to Cold Clock.
That was a drummer joke. What?
He'll explain it to you later.
A drummer joke.
I didn't know there was such a
Taco
fucking
joke.
thing.
Right.
Taco Thursday.
There we go.
What was that?
I want tacos.
A Mexican joke. Jesus Christ.
Hashtag racist.
Build a wall
Let's get over it.
of tacos.
China.
I'm okay with that wall.
Which one?
The taco wall. I'm okay with that
that's
wall.
fine.
I'd eat that
a
bitch
big
down.
tortilla
Wall,
shell.
just like it, dude.
Tacos? Let's
Oh,
do it.
Yes. That's something
for
that
us.
American can get behind.
Taxpayer dollars.
That's
So-
fine.
Like when you were younger, this is one of the coolest fucking things I read. It says you couldn't afford the drum set. Do you remember what you made drum set out of?
Pots and pans.
Yeah.
No,
I
even
use
better.
I use basketballs.
It says he used freaking a basketball, boxes, and tin can lids.
That's right.
So
Yeah.
you should be suing Stomp right now.
Right?
You were ahead of your time.
Yeah.
So were you able to recreate at least a similar tone as a Tom? Or
Yeah. I mean, based on how much air pressure you put into the basketballs, it gives you a different tone.
well, I guess
and bounce back.
It's like the guy with the
You're a
buckets.
dork.
The
right.
On the street. The what's it called? Busker.
Hey man, poor man had to make a drum set. That's how it happened.
And so I mean, the buckets sound great. I've seen them kill
I
those
even
buckets.
fashioned a working kick pedal somehow.
Yeah, I didn't mean
Out
to
of
do
just
that.
like
That's pretty awesome.
spare wood and
Nice.
Hey, we're talking here. Shut up.
yeah.
I can tell.
Just tape it to your foot.
Tell me about your buckets.
Tell me about your buckets. No, but that's fucking awesome, dude. I mean, seriously.
After all this time,
Yeah, how-
let's put
how-
money in your buckets.
$5 at Home Depot, and you're spending $500.
Exactly.
Stupid Zilligen or whatever it's called.
Because we didn't have money either, so like I had to invent food and shit from what was left around the house. You know what I mean? I was impressed with myself for that. But you made sounds out of like basketballs and empty fucking boxes. That's impressive as hell.
It is.
I mean,
I still have the kick pedal too that I made.
What was that?
You could replace like your Iron Cobras with that.
It was an actual kick pedal. No, what'd you make it out of?
No, I made
a
it
toilet
out
brush.
of just like spare wood and the metal coat hanger. I bent and fashioned the beater with put like a spool of yarn for the beater, and it worked.
Nice. That's
well said.
Pretty awesome.
I have never heard this story. This is hilarious.
They'll show it to you.
I should show it.
You should put that on tour.
I should.
It used to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, man.
Yes.
Album cover.
I kept it, so someday.
That's good.
So Brian, you're the older brother, obviously. I mean, how old were you when you started kind of just playing instruments or anything?
Oh my goodness, 4th grade. Trumpet.
Yeah. And we're laughing at him for playing on basketballs? I don't
Love it.
I made a drum set too, but I'm not the drummer.
Okay, well said.
Okay, enough of that.
Okay, then.
All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to give Brian a break because he's... God damn, you talk way too much. And when we come back, we're going to play Stanley Feud. You guys will be playing Stanley Feud against them. This time I'll keep the score. You know, all you got to do is answer questions.
Great.
And then when we come back after that, we will talk about FLoridiots and some more about, FLoridiots.
Okay with that.
From this Floridiot.
All right, in studio with us is From This Fire, Drew Bell, Brian Bell, Ben Bowman, and Gabe Higgins. Find their stuff all over the place. Reverb Nation, Google. I'm sure you guys are you on Spotify? You're YouTube, all the other stuff. Check them out, FromThisFire.com.
The winner gets 2 expired cards.
Play, you son of a bitch. Welcome back to Open Mic Live. You should see me when I like what I'm doing. All right.
I wasn't sure what that shit was, but I clenched my legs together. I don't know about you guys.
All right. It's time for Open Mic's favorite game, Stanley Feud. In studio with us from this fire. Play along with him on the chat board, openmictheshow.com. Stan, take it away.
All right, so Stanley Feud is a game that, I kind of made up. A little bit stolen.
No, it's totally original.
I actually, I make up 5 questions myself. Those are never stolen. Those literally come from my head or my wife's head, whichever. And then I survey, this week is going to be 98 Facebook friends. And then I tally up all their answers, and you get the top 5 answers.
You haven't broke 100?
They come, fuck you. Okay, so... So, anyway, so you get the top 5 answers. Number 1's worth 5. All others are worth 1. And here we go. You ready? Number 1. Fill in the blank. Will you please... Fill in the blank. Yeah, after, please.
Play louder.
I'm going to say shut up's probably the top answer.
Fucking not.
Stop.
Please stop.
Go away.
Stop being a bitch.
Ben said, you're Ben. Yeah. You said, I heard you. Shut up.
Stop.
Stop.
Get me a beer.
Suck my dick.
You said go away.
Please go away.
Go away.
I like that. That's my favorite. I'm going with that one.
LMDO says, shut the fuck up.
Stanley Feud.
I said to dirty it up a little bit, didn't we?
Please shut up.
That's just good, clean family fun, Cotton.
Yeah, to Beatles music.
No way did we say that this was a family show.
Cotton needs new shorts.
They will not be able to see, Cotton.
Smitty says, please swallow this time.
Does it really matter?
Amy says, stop thinking. She's not talking to you, man. You did that shit years ago. And Dale
haven't
says,
started since.
And Dale says, please pass the salt. Carl says, kiss my ass.
Pass the peas.
Does anybody really ask nicely
Pass the peas.
for that?
What's that?
The
I
salt?
hate peas. I never asked for that.
Chickpeas are delicious.
Chickpeas are good.
Pass the peas.
Pass the peas, bitch. Oh.
Now I'm asking whoever said that to shut up. Pass the peas. Have you ever said that?
Can you please pass the
butter?
Whatever's on the table.
The bowl.
Pass the peas.
Sriracha.
No.
I don't ask him to pass anything I can't spell. It's just a rule.
Sriracha was the only hot sauce at every Chinese restaurant until hipsters found it.
And
now it's everywhere. Sriracha bacon, which
Brian's
is delicious,
wife
by the
is
way.
Chinese.
So she gets a pass. Wait.
Awkward.
Well, things just took a turn for the worse.
Right in a wooden vat on the back of a door. You ready? All right. So what's that say?
Alexa, stop talking.
Stop talking. Is she talking to us?
I don't know anymore.
All right. Here we go. 30 people said shut the fuck up or shut up. 15 said fuck off. 13 said give it up. 13 also said please go away, and 10 said please puff pass.
But no pass the peas.
I don't think that's what they're puffing on.
Yeah. Puff pass.
And I don't make these up. Believe me, because I don't know how half of them get on the fucking board. All right, number 2. Who's your favorite dead musician?
All of them.
All of them.
Oh man.
There's an orchestra. Well, you got to get old
Mozart.
gloom in this bitch.
Michael Jackson. I'm glad he's dead.
Cliff Burton.
I doubt that's going to be on the list, so I can't.
It's not my favorite. It's what I think.
We got a Michael Jackson. We got a censored.
I'm gonna say Kurt Cobain.
There's your favorite answer. And
That's going to be number 1.
98 other people.
Exactly.
I'm going to say Chris Cornell.
Chris Cornell is not going to be on the list.
You have no idea what's on my fucking
Jimi
I'm going to tell you
Hendrix.
right now it's not on the list. Jimi Hendrix.
I was going to say which one I
There we
want to
go.
say, which is George Harrison.
Good answer.
Say it.
George
Because
Harrison.
he only has one good song. The ones with the animals.
I will punch you in the goddamn face.
Oh, I'm going to change my answer. John Bonham.
The looks.
That's the only way that
gave
worked.
They gave you my Cliff
My
Burton.
favorite's
I'm
about to be
Cliff
Gib
Burton. You're
Higgins in
listen,
about
I'm
5
like,
minutes.
Oh, you're like, wait, John Bonham.
That
They're
sounds
like,
like a threat.
Did you hear the conversation we just had with Drew?
I think they missed it.
Johnny
Mine's about to be
Cash.
Gabe Higgins in 5 minutes.
Elvis Prince.
Elvis
Who's
Costello
Elvis?
Prince
not
was
dead.
on there?
Elvis
Oh,
Costello is
come
still
on.
alive.
Hendrix is on there.
You got it.
You gotta.
Ben,
These
wake
guys,
up.
dude.
I-
You guys
come
are
on.
awesome.
I don't know what that is.
Johnny Cash, Frederick Chopin.
Someone
I'm going
literally said
to
Chopin, really?
say, I said Mozart. But I'm
Really?
not going to stick with it because nobody's going to pick Mozart. Not our listeners.
What do you mean they're geniuses, bro?
I know.
Shut the fuck up and puff pass. What do you think we're dealing with?
Tupac.
Tupac.
Nice. Biggie. That's it.
That's hilarious.
Drop the mic. I'm out.
Jesus Christ.
Is that
All
your
right.
final answer?
Well, things will never be the same.
What? I didn't get all y'all's. I'm sorry. Start with Gabe. Gabe, what'd you say?
John Bonham.
Jimi Hendrix.
George Harrison.
Kurt Cobain.
I got my mind set on you. I got my mind.
I liked, not really, what was the one? Not Something Come Together. I think that's my favorite one that he sings. I don't
That's the
know
name
if
of
he was-
our live events.
Did
that
he?
we do.
Nice.
Yep.
With the comedians and the bands.
Really?
We named it Come Together.
There you
That's
go.
what you're really doing, right?
Good name
everybody
for it.
fucking together. Anyway,
Well,
so
we'll learn some
that-
Tenacious D songs the next time you guys do that.
Yeah.
We'll bring it all together.
So here's our listeners.
I know tribute.
18 people said Michael Jackson. 16 said Jimi Hendrix. 12 said Stevie Ray Vaughan. 10 said Prince.
Vaughan
And
is a
9
good
said Freddie Mercury.
I can't believe I
Oh,
didn't think of
Freddie!
I can't believe you missed that.
Gosh.
Dang it.
It's almost like really watching the
Why?
show, isn't it? God damn it, I knew it! All right, number 3.
He's a big fan of
Milli
mustaches.
Vanilli's career didn't make the
Nice.
list. I love Milli Vanilli.
Girl,
Dude,
you
I've been
know
playing that
it.
on the radio for
Girl, you
years.
know it. Girl, you know. The CD kept skipping. It kept skipping.
They didn't have CDs.
It was before Ashley Simpson.
He just had Tourette's, bro. You had no idea what was going on.
That's how we do in the homeland.
That I heard. My pirate shirt.
Repeatedly. All right, here we go. Number 3. Name somewhere you go when you don't want to be bothered.
Home.
Bathroom.
Well, that was weird rather quickly.
Well, you think about going there now?
Under the bed porn theater.
For a drive?
For a drive?
Work?
Why
would you?
I don't know. I feel like I would yell at people more if I was annoyed.
Smitty says
drive.
a porn
Is that
theater.
why you're yelling at us all the time?
The Todd.
No. Are you driving?
Am I?
Band practice. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Got him.
Probably the worst place to go.
Hey, got this really cool idea.
Go away, Drew.
I have 2 really cool ideas.
Yeah,
Wait till tomorrow.
Are you sure they're really cool ideas?
Not
Am I
until-
going to hear them
not
and be
until you
like, these are
approve it,
awful
man.
ideas?
You know, I love you too, bro.
Okay, me too.
This is my
I
son
love me too.
with whom I'm well
Oh, I
pleased.
thought you meant the band YouTube.
To the bedroom.
Gobble says the closet.
That's weird.
That's where gay people go too.
That's where they... No, only until they're comfortable with themselves and they come out.
Right.
What the hell is wrong with you? See,
Oh.
it's racist and we hate gays, I guess. I don't know what
I
the
didn't
fuck
say
just
I
happened, bro.
hated them. They're the ones that hide the closet. They hate me.
The garage.
The bar.
The bar.
The garage. You sure you pronounced that correctly? It might be
Garage.
gay rage.
Gay
Garage.
But tis.
That's what Mike has when you don't open the door. Let me in!
I'm a little cub.
So what do we got, guys?
What's that, otter?
Come on, we're 80 years old now.
I don't know.
I said go for a drive.
The shower.
For a drive. The shower.
What?
I take a shower when I want to feel lonely.
He said
what?
Didn't you want to say bathroom already anyway?
No, but I'm just gonna say
But
my.
it was-
I'm just gonna say my room.
Oh, now you're going to change it.
No, your first
Yeah.
answer counts.
Well, if you're in my bathroom
your
taking a
first.
shower, I'm not
Your
going
room?
in there.
I'm glad
Come
you said
on.
shower. I'm real
Don't have
glad
to
you
be
said
lonely
shower.
anymore.
Well, lucky for you.
I thought you were gonna say something
Lucky
else.
for you, you got to stick
It's
with
not
your
wanna
first
be
answer.
bothered, Gabe.
Not get hot and bothered.
15 people said bedroom. 15 people said bathroom. 13 people said beach.
Yeah.
10 said fishing, and 10 said park.
Like they're going to a park? Or
Yeah,
they're
or parking
parking?
on the hill. The necking.
Necking.
Looking over the top of the city.
Oh, yeah, look how boring this is.
1957 called it once.
Not our
It
age.
sprays back. That's cool. I was right there with you, man. We're going to the sock hop later.
Does Tampa have a lookout point? 'Cause
Right.
what is that, Sykes Tower?
Underwater.
We're going to go necking. Wait until I get under that poodle skirt.
Oh.
Dude, what a
Back
bitch
to the
that would have
future.
been. I mean, we're lucky as shit, right? Because
pull
it
it.
doesn't take us long to get
Listen
up
to
in
the
where we
Grease
need to be.
soundtrack on the way up there.
Back in the day,
Oh.
dude, you know all the material they had to go through just to get to the private parts?
It's like a spacesuit, bro.
Hey, welcome back to Open Mic Live. I just wanted to make sure that this worked. Oh, guess what? It does. And now I'm going to do the music. It's like dry with bumper, bumper with dry. So, yeah, we're going to still talk into the mics. They can't hear us, but we got the recording going.
Smitty says, I feel like I'm listening from the porn theater because I don't want to be bothered.
It's probably Paul Rubens.
I hate that Pee Wee Herman is associated with a completely normal act. You know, they made it seem like he was doing something terrible there when all he was jerking off like all the other dudes.
I thought he killed somebody there.
No, he was just jerking
No, I
off.
know.
He killed a bunch of babies.
Well, we
Baby
got him on
batter.
masturbation.
Right?
But then it wasn't even this one. It was the one in Sarasota, apparently.
Oh.
Like, it wasn't in, like, so that's not even like a historical site now.
Oh, really?
Right. He was jerking off in Sarasota.
I live in Sarasota.
You know way
bro.
too much about
I
this
gotta
story,
move.
bro.
Because I was watching Pee Wee Herman. Secret word of the day is busted.
What the fuck? Dude,
Busted was the right term to use there.
I don't get it.
me neither, but his name's on the goddamn banner, so I gotta let him.
I get it.
No, I'm
I
just-
get it. Come on, guys.
I'm not banned, goddammit. I
You
get
said
it.
you stopped thinking 12 years ago. Don't start doing
You
it tonight.
said that. I didn't say that.
Well, you followed my lead.
You're just as guilty.
Yeah.
I fucking love that. And so he's taking your riff. Taking your riff.
I'll
and I'm
steal
going-
all of them.
I came up with
Play
this.
another one.
You
Play
came
another
up with
one.
what?
Play another one. Play another one.
I want y'all to thumb wrestle over it right now.
I don't want to mess my fingers up, bro. We got rehearsal.
Those are sacred. You don't
tomorrow
mess
night.
with those.
Oh, I forgot who I was dealing with. Are they insured?
The guitar player.
By Lloyd's of London.
I get it, man.
Loins of London?
No, I really don't. So,
And with that, good night. Good night, Cleveland.
so, I mean, being that the volume's all fucked up, should we just go ahead and skip the FLoridiots, or you want to do that, or what do you want to do?
We are, as far as I'm concerned, we're doing a live show. I don't know that we're actually live, but we're doing a live show, so.
Well, fuck it, let's make it happen.
Keep going. Oh, wait. That means I got to do my part.
It's for the time.
Ooh, we're live.
Now we're passing through Georgia and we're right on time. We're going to Florida.
Man, this show's hard to do
You're a
with
funny
things
guy.
get fucked up. Oh, he's growing hair.
If only that's all it took, I would welcome it.
Business
Yeah.
in the front, party in the back.
Dude, it's like one of those things with the pencil shavings where you put it on the guy's head.
Yeah.
So when he falls
Holy
asleep
shit.
on the tour bus, we'll just get Gabe to lay on him. It'll be hard for Gabe to do.
Photo shoot.
Wow.
No, I
you-
meant if it laid on him. That's all I meant. Jesus Christ, man. How did this get so racist? I
I
blame
thought you were saying all of a sudden he was from Pakistan. I was like, bro.
He's from
I'm just saying
Mexico.
He's Mexican.
Same thing, right?
Right.
Look at him. He's like,
Wow.
Dark skin beard. I don't get it. Both like tacos.
I'm such a cool little Mexican. All right, so
It's still going to be Pexican, not Pexican.
Mexican, right?
So tomorrow I'm like, this drum beat over this part. It will be done.
That's you
So
should do
let
an
it be
album,
written.
the Mexican.
Yeah, I'm sure they're on the ban list.
We'll do it. We'll get it done.
oh my God, hit the button.
I did.
Did we already listen to music?
Yes.
Oh, this is so much fun. We just talked right fucking bastard. All right, so here we go. Fuck it. I'm going to do it anyway. The first story comes from Naples. Corey Morrell, 27, was arrested and accused of knocking his mother out. Like, there's been times I've been pissed on my mother, but I've never really actually wanted to knock her out. So he allegedly kicked his mother in the head, leaving her unconscious for several minutes. He was practicing martial arts inside when he kicked a wall and left a scuff mark. So his mother started bitching at him and told him to stop playing Chuck Norris in the house. He wasn't really happy about that. So he proceeded to kick her in the head and knock her out. When he realized she was unresponsive, he called 911. When the cops arrived, she was conscious but couldn't recall what happened and started yelling at her son, asking him what he had done. And I wonder what his answer was. Nothing, Mom. They broke in and just started beating you with their sticks. I mean,
Look, it was a rough night.
right? But
You know we're reenacting Delta Force at school, so mom things got out of hand.
I like the fact that she told him to stop playing Chuck Norris in the fucking house.
Yeah,
I
that's
know
awesome.
I don't have this, but do you guys remember the Judy chop? Don't be ninja. Nobody that don't need ninja.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I have 2 minutes of here. I'll play a second of it. See what happens. So this is Hillbilly Ninja School.
I love this.
By Ninja Dave.
Yeah.
You're now a proud owner of one of Diamond Dave's, a ninja teaching flicks. I need that they say the sign there. Come on in here, Ninja. This here's my ninja at Diamond Dave's Ninja School. Come on down. What we're going to teach you, hold that, Lord, and what we're going to teach you in our first episode is a proper stance and a proper kung fu. And you got your Judy chop, all right? You got your karate chop, and you got your ninja chop.
Ninja chop.
Now, what smart thing to do is like when you use a judo chopping, you gotta say it, for you beginners, like a Judy chop. Because what you don't want to do is like be a Judy chopping and a kung fu kicking, and there goes your leg. There ain't much calling for one leg.
Did he wear a bandana and a robe? Or a cape?
Hard as a rock, baby.
Sweet stash going on too.
They don't have last time, baby. Don't put it in front of your face. I don't want to hurt you. You got me? Now, what we're going to do here, we're going to work on the ninja chop. That's what we're going to do. You go a ninja chop. Now sometimes it don't always work for a ninja. But it's practice makes it perfect. Don't go ninja nobody. Don't need ninja. Alrighty? Now, them things there, if I was put them in my pockets, that'd get me for concealment of a deadly weapons. It says you got your son fella coming at you.
He was talking about his hands. He said, if I put them in my pocket, I'm going to get arrested for having concealed weapons.
Out in the trailer park. Regular cannon you say? No, says I. Watch this, people. Yeah, we just rolling through the trailer park. What's that? Ninja store.
He threw his cannon dip like a ninja.
Right there. That son fella jumps out behind a trailer on you. You got football out yonder like that. And you can't get him caught up in your ninja outfit, And like if a feller's coming at you with a Judy chop, or you coming at the fan motion, well, you stop the Judy chop right yonder. You know, how you gonna Judy chop on there? There ain't no Judy chop on that yonder. And let me tell you ninjas out there, this is not a game. Don't you be trying this at home on your kids or your dogs, okay? We got us 3 or 4 fellas now. What we do is called a ninja whomping action.
Is that a jump rope? Is that what I'm looking at?
All right, we get our nunchucks, we get our firm hold on our ninja nunchucks.
He's calling it jump rope nunchucks.
Chucking handles, and we get them whomping.
Sweet cape.
Thank you for purchasing one.
I'm pretty sure he just sweet.
I'm
cape.
pretty sure his mom's missing a curtain somewhere.
Right.
It's behind him.
Right.
Missing a curtain.
And the man behind the curtain.
So don't go ninja. Nobody that don't need ninja.
Jesus Christ.
You never go full
Concealed weapons.
So the first guy's just a dickhead. The second guy is an idiot. He really is a FLoridiots. So a detective is sitting outside of a 7-Eleven, right? And, you know, you can see in the goddamn window. So he's sitting out there watching this dude put 15 quarts of oil. Now, the news is real. 15 quarts of oil and 30 bargain DVDs in his pants.
So, look, they're like MC Hammer
See, that
pants,
one
like they're
coming.
parachute pants.
Yeah, me neither. Right.
He's just sitting there
Too
going
legit to quit.
30 weight, 30 weight, 30 weight, 20, 50 weight.
Oh my gosh.
I want him to do the dance, though.
He can't
Do the dance.
Not with all that oil. He'll slip and bust his ass.
But
Too much lube.
Too legit.
He slid out of that bitch. So anyway, the cop just waited for the guy to waddle to his car, which happened to be parked right next to the cop. So he went ahead and, I mean, how natural can you look with 30 fucking quarts of oil and 15 quarts of oil? Matter of fact, that's our next challenge.
That's it, man.
Got it.
That's it.
See if you get caught or see if you can just fit them in there.
Oh, you just took it to a
Oh my God, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
It's just a prank, bro.
Dude,
Relax.
that's a lot of money.
You're
This
gonna
show
put him in
doesn't
the
have that
jungle?
budget.
This is the real.
This show doesn't have that kind of budget.
We're stealing them.
30.
Just cornstarch?
What? Is this a cooking show all of a sudden with this one?
A Tropic Thunder reference.
Oh, sorry. See, I'm not good with movies as far as I can't quote movies.
And I've only watched 20 minutes of it.
So you guys should be having like a full-on conversation right now.
We would if he talked.
About nothing.
He doesn't.
Because I can't quote anything.
So anyway, that's it for the FLoridiots. We're kind of trying to keep that short. We're going to get back to From This Fire real quick. Actually, we're going to get back to Brian.
The real FLoridiots.
We should play one more game.
All right, we'll play a game.
The lube game. Have you guys ever played the lube
This
game?
is a great game.
You guys got too comfortable here, so.
We're more comfortable. Now that you guys are really comfortable with
You
us.
guys are going to love this.
We will.
I just wear comfortable shoes, bro.
This is a fun game, actually.
So
we actually, before he tells you about the game, we play this game almost on every trip to a show. Just so you're aware.
What's the game?
My buddy
The
Tim,
lube game.
My buddy Tim, where I worked with, he told this to me. I was like, "What?" You take a title of the song that has the word love in it, and you just replace it with lube. When a man lubes a woman.
Lube bites.
Yeah, there you
Is
go.
that right?
Lube Shack, baby.
Lube Shack.
Because I lube you.
Yeah, what's lube got to do with it?
A whole lot of lube. A whole lot
He
of
does.
lube.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
that is good. Son of a bitch.
So there you go.
It's a good road trip game.
You're welcome.
It is a good road
And
trip
you're
game.
welcome.
Yeah.
It's not a bad radio game, to be quite honest with
We
you.
play it all the
Lube
time,
feeling.
and we still come up with new ones
My
almost
endless
every single
lube.
time.
There you go.
Yeah.
That lube and feeling. You've lost that lube.
Summer lubin.
There you go.
Bringing the grease reference. I like it.
I just want to use your lube tonight.
And then
I don't want to
censor
lose your lube.
nothing. the same. All your
All right, so
lube
you guys play the
comes
lube game with the next
walking
band that
in.
comes in here.
Oh,
Yeah, I like
We're
that.
going
We'll
to
do
tune
that.
in for sure.
That's fucking
your
awesome.
listeners got to play too. Punch in some lube.
They may or may
requests.
not still be
Do we have
here.
listeners?
Oh, okay.
They were there.
Well, they were there just before
Well,
we started playing the
yeah.
loop game. We started playing that, and they all rolled
They got
out.
turned off.
Oh, I can assure you that would have kept them there. They might have
Right.
actually called someone and said, turn in now.
Good. This show's not dry anymore.
That was
I'm
actually
good.
pretty fun.
How does it feel when it's lube? I can't tell you.
I won't do anything for lube, but I won't do that.
It's awesome.
Liar.
Fact. That's a true story.
That's a great game.
It's a fantastic game.
But I mean, how many times can you fucking play it? There's only so many songs.
Like I said, we play it
Yeah,
all the
we
time.
still come up with
and we
like,
come up with new ones.
We
every
came up
time.
with like 45 and a half right now. There was a half
45
in there.
and
Don't
a
lie.
half.
Don't lie. Don't lie.
I'm not Ben, bro. I can count.
There was a
Anything past 4, and I'm done. I can't do anything past that.
We went to a Dream Theater show. Did
you hear that?
Brain
What's
exploded.
that?
Lubin and elevator.
Now, see, I love Aerosmith.
That is the third Aerosmith.
I love
reference.
Aerosmith,
You guys,
too.
I
you
fucking
guys
love
clearly
Aerosmith. I really do.
The great thing about Aerosmith is generationally touchable. You know, I really
Only if you got
like
a
them.
loop.
Shut up. You don't need loop. I really like the Get a Grip album. That's where I was
I like
introduced.
that one, too. That's
You know,
where I started.
But my mom was into rocks, and you know there
Right.
was what was the one that had Angel on it back in the early '80s. You know, there's a
Done with
great
mirrors or something.
yeah. You know, they really were able. I mean, they're generational. You know,
Yeah.
band.
And they're fantastic
It might have
live.
been Permanent Vacation.
Oh.
They're
I saw
an incredible
them
live
at
band.
the
I've not seen them.
whatever it's called now, the Emily, but back then it was the Ice Palace.
Yeah.
I didn't care for it. There's questionable
maybe
shit that
that's when
happens.
Steven was a little bit on the rock.
Yeah, we like no.
It was actually the Get a Grip tour. I used to set
Doesn't he
stages
do
up
that
in
at
New
every
York.
show?
I
There's
went
an
to the
arena up there.
Pink Tour is what I saw.
And when you set up stages, you know, for bands like that, you actually get to meet them. I mean, you
That's
really
cool.
do. Except for Tom Petty, which is a prick, and he's the only person that walked through the backstage where everyone was at with his whole entourage and then shut down the fucking back of the stage. Only one in all the years I did that shit.
Wow.
I mean, and I did Metallica, I did frickin', you know, I've done a bunch of them.
Right.
But he was, yeah. But the show was
That
one of the
sucks.
best fucking shows I've ever seen. So how can you be mad at him, right?
Right.
Seriously. But Aerosmith, I set up, dude, that's a goddamn show, bro. I mean, in my opinion, like you say, I think that they've transitioned with the times.
Oh,
as well as
absolutely.
anybody has.
But now I don't know what he's doing with the whole American Idol. Steven Tyler, is he a grandmother? I don't know what he's doing. I'm just not sure.
Nobody's
He's
grandmother.
country, but he looks like my grandmother. It's weird.
Right.
Because I mean, I love Metallica, but I don't think like they went through a stage where like I don't know. Do you think they were just trying shit out, like that spaghetti incident? I mean, what happened there?
That wasn't Metallica.
Oh, that was Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Roses. But you know what I'm saying? What was all that shit? Because Guns N' Roses was phenomenal.
What's this Guns N' Roses spaghetti incident? I don't know. What
The covers
There's a
album?
reason you don't know what it is.
Because it's taken 20. Oh, that was Siamese. Oh, that was
Chinese Democracy.
Chinese Democracy.
Oh,
It was
okay.
20 years.
Metallica.
But Metallica did the same thing. I just forget the name of the albums.
Well, when they did the Black Album,
Well, that
they
was
exploded
phenomenal.
everywhere. So they didn't want to. They didn't want to retread, pun intended. Don't tread on me. They didn't want to just do the Black Album Part 2, which
So they
I
did
thought
Bob
was
Seger
commendable. So
covers.
they did Load, and then they did Reload.
So
and
they completely. But
the
they did
purists hated
because
those
they-
albums.
it
But
was-
it's like you want And Justice for All, and then And Justice for All 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6.
Yes.
Well, I think the problem was Load.
Yes.
Load
Or close.
Load was still commercialized, which the Black Album got me into Metallica because
Me
I
too.
didn't know about all the other stuff. But Kill 'Em All is not the same as Injustice for All. Is not the same as Ride the Lightning. They're not the same albums. They're not at all the same.
Right.
And then you have the Black Album, which in its own right is just as good, but it's still different than the other ones.
Sure.
But those weren't commercialized.
Well, people freaked out when they did Fade to Black, and that was Ride the Lightning in, 84? And they're like, oh, you have an acoustic guitar, and you're supposed to be metal? And they were always like, well, we do what we want to do. And I think that attitude is awesome.
That is awesome, actually.
You
I mean,
know?
I don't have a problem with that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I mean,
You're always going to have haters.
I mean, did you like Load? Did you like?
I did.
Did you like the new album, Hardwired?
Love it.
Everyone says
I
that
like
shit
it.
was awesome.
I do like it.
I like
The
half.
production is a lot better than Death Magnetic, but I think Death Magnetic a little bit more, only because
It was heavier.
they did a throwback to their thrash
Right.
stuff, you know,
Right.
and for so long, like what we were talking about, Load and Reload
Right.
and all that, they were trying to run from that, but then they brought it full circle with that. I like Hardwired. There are a lot of songs that I like, but some of them I'm
My
not, like
my
huge
problem with
on.
Hardwired was they tried to make them radio friendly, but they were 9 minutes long.
Right.
So you're not going to get them on the radio. It
Right,
didn't
right.
make sense.
Metallica, you're not going to
No
not
radio
play
in
them
it.
anyway.
Right, but
Right.
you're not going to get a. I mean, the only songs they played were the 3-minute ones.
Right.
I forget the one which was awesome. The first single they had was great.
Hardwired.
And they did it. They did a great job doing it. They did like the Weird Al when Weird Al had his last CD or whatever you want to call it now drop. He unloaded one every day, and he did it in such a way that it made him popular as shit for a month.
Right.
And Metallica did
Where they
a
did
similar
like the videos like every
Right,
day,
that
and they
were-
released a song with the
one
videos.
from
Yeah.
each
That's
LP.
awesome.
Metallica did something similar to that, which kept them in the news. And even what was it, Billboards, where there was, or the Grammys, where it was fucked up. Like there was screwed
with
up-
Lady Gaga.
And
They
people
didn't
were
have
still
James
talking
Hetfield's
about
microphone on or whatever.
That helped them because nobody's talked about Metallica since.
Right.
But I mean, like you like that. Do you think that there's songs that, or music at all that a lot of people don't like and show disdain for, but you are listening to it from a different angle? So maybe that's why you like it?
Me, probably especially. I like all the obscure tracks of all the obscure bands that I listened to growing up with. These guys hate me for it.
See, I generally do too, but not just because they're obscure. Like I have a friend that likes obscure music, and I think it's just because it's fucking obscure. It's not on the radio, so it's got to be good. That's not true.
No, he
necessarily.
likes popular bands, but
But
not
good-
like the
the
song
good-
that you know.
Yeah, I have that
Right.
problem.
Oh,
I actually have that
I
problem.
like the 9th track on that album.
When Metallica
That's
started out, they did Diamond Head covers, and like nobody knew who Diamond Head were because
Right.
they were.
There's a couple exceptions, like when Sick Puppies came out with their recent album. There was not the recent one, but the last one that Jim was a part of. The acoustic song, well, not the acoustic song, but the softer song, maybe. They came. Their first single was the. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but there was that one, and then you were like, the song maybe should be huge. That song is awesome, and then like 2 weeks later, that was like
That's
their
always
charting
what
song.
happens. I got the Linkin Park Hybrid Theory album before
You're
they
going down.
blew up. It was like a month or like 2 weeks, and I was like, "Man, this is pretty cool." You know,
Yeah,
whatever.
you're right.
You know, they still have
going
guitars, they're
down,
still
yeah.
rocking.
Right.
It's pretty cool. I bought that one. I bought Something Like Human by Fuel. I would listen to those albums on vacation up in like Tennessee or something, and not 2 weeks later, Linkin Park like exploded.
Right.
I was like, whatever.
Are you still a Linkin Park fan?
Not really.
I like their
Kidding,
first
I said
album.
I like their first album.
First
dude.
album, yeah.
I'm gonna say I like Pearl Jam's first album.
Yeah.
I like 10, but after that, I did not.
I like
care for it.
Versus turned me on to Pearl Jam, so
Really?
I like everything on that. 10, okay.
I'm a huge Alice in Chains fan.
Loved Alice in Chains and
Um,
Hunger Strike.
Temple of the Dog.
I think Alice in
Oh,
Chains
yeah.
is probably one of our favorite bands to cover as far as
we've
us picking
covered
covers on
I
songs.
was
Dead
most
Bones,
upset.
we covered Rooster.
The first time I saw Metallica, my first concert was Metallica, Candlebox, Fight, and Suicidal. And Fight filled in for Candlebox because Candlebox bailed on the tour. And I was upset that I didn't get to see Candlebox. I'm not sorry, not Candlebox,
Alice in Chains, yeah. That was in
sucked.
Orlando, wasn't it?
That was Tampa.
Oh,
that was-
Tampa. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that was at the fairgrounds.
Okay.
Before that theater,
A buddy of
it
mine.
was mud. It was a mud.
Similar situation. It was Orlando. And he was so looking forward to seeing Alice in Chains and Metallica, and they had like Typo
They left
Negative
it
or
to-
something.
yep.
And Candlebox, and then Fight, like you said, and then Metallica. And he's like, no Alice in Chains.
Fight was the fill-in band for Alice in Chains, which
Yeah.
was fine,
Right.
but it wasn't Alice in Chains. Alice in
Exactly.
Chains was the shit then,
Yeah.
because that was 94, 95,
Right.
and Alice in Chains was, they were on
Ah,
top.
it's sad. You have what? You have one guy, one front man left in the grunge, the big five.
Is
of
that
grunge.
Eddie Vedder?
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine to die. It's okay. Everybody's got to die.
And we all do.
That's a
10
little
out of
dark.
10
in the Hall of
people
Fame
die.
now. He can leave. He doesn't have to be
But-
around anymore.
It's okay. You might want to make peace first, though, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
I'm sure he's good. He's going to play the
Lord.
You're
ukulele.
gonna be able to understand him if he makes peace.
Don't spend your entire career trying to deconstruct what made you popular in the first place.
right?
That's my whole thing.
That's
Yeah,
true.
stop trying to destroy this shit.
Fuck this show.
right. Hate this band.
Burn it down.
So anyway, guys, we do
That got
appreciate
really
you
dark
coming
there.
in very much.
No, it was
Playing
fun.
music
Thanks
with
for
me.
having us.
Two
Shit's over.
introverts.
Thank you,
Yeah,
guys.
but
Plug
no,
your,
really.
plug you. What do you guys got coming up next?
From the
Anything in
Spire,
the
we
future?
got nothing coming up. That's it.
Perfect.
Just-
Thanks for coming in, guys.
Yeah, follow our social media. Just keep updated with our
What's the best up-to-date
progress.
social media that you have?
Facebook.
Facebook.
Yep.
And where's the best place to go listen, or can they purchase music?
We're on
FLoridiots.com.
iTunes,
Yeah, I have two cards for the winners tonight.
From this fire.com.
We got
But
5
we do have
CDs.
CDs, actually.
Yeah,
We have CDs to give out.
Oh, I don't have a CD player, so that doesn't help.
Give them to the winners there.
Yeah, we got that. So we
They're
got two winners
signed
tonight.
CDs.
We got was it Scott and
Endeo and
Scott.
Mitch.
or Mitch?
Yeah, we're going to be doing.
Someone to Scott, too.
We're
Fuck
going to be
Scott.
doing some updates pretty soon because our studio is almost done, and we're going to basically film ourselves recording in the studio and everything. So
Yep.
usually we'd be like, "Oh, we got this coming up. We're doing this. We're doing that." But we're doing the studio thing.
So
So
join us for our studio journeys.
it's going to be lots of shenanigans.
I love shenanigans.
Tons.
You guys are fucking awesome. I can only imagine being with you guys in enough
Hey, what was
space
that one
to
bar
actually
we
move
went
around.
to? It was over in oh yeah, shenanigans.
One
man said shenanigans.
I was going to mention Gasoline Alley is back up again. It's not Gasoline Alley anymore.
Really?
But we're looking at that at the end of July, potentially to put on a concert. So
cool.
We'll let you know if it's
we didn't even
done
know
where
it like
needs to.
existed, so that's
It's
awesome.
still there.
And actually, our next one is July 8th at Brass Mug with Sunshine
Mug.
and Bullets, Jack Mantra, and Corrales.
Nice.
Can't wait. I'm super happy about that. Next week, Lawerence Green following the month out with Steven Netta.
You froze.
I'd never tell.
Never tell?
Never tell. We
Oh, we
them.
played with them.
With
Yeah.
them. They're cool guys.
I met them. That's how, yeah.
It's crazy. Brian didn't even talk. Sorry, dude.
Never tell.
What? Get out of here. No.
I still don't blame you, bro. Between the five of us, you didn't stand a fucking chance on talking in his face.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Check us out. OpenMicTheShow.com. We'll be back next Thursday at 7. See ya.
Thank
Peace
you.
out.